Hi, I'm Corey.
And I'm Sophie.
And we're Two in the Box. Welcome back. The international break is over, so we are back.
It is.
Yeah, and Sophie's £200 short. Wow. She could have been £200 richer. That was unfortunate, wasn't it?
I could have been. I put on a good ACCA of various teams in the international break, and the one that let me down was France in the France-Germany game. Everything else came through, although the Switzerland-Scotland one was close.
Yeah.
That was kind of back and forth.
I don't know why you bet against the Germans. Like, never bet against the Germans. They, they turn up.
France have been doing well, so I thought maybe, although the first leg they lost.
2-1, I think, was it?
Yeah, so I should have probably realised that maybe they weren't going to pull it back. But I don't know, I was feeling lucky.
Yeah.
Won't do that again.
It got close towards the end. It was like, it was possible. So
it was.
So yeah, international break, what can you say? You love it or you hate it, don't you? So
yeah,
I guess you hate it a little bit today.
No, I like it. I like the international break. I think it's always nice to see different teams and different players that we don't potentially get to watch very often because they don't play in the WSL.
Yeah.
So I think it's always nice to kind of catch teams and certain players because you never know when they might make their way over here.
Very true. Very true.
I rate it.
Nice. Well, if you are new around here, this is part 2 of our episode 7 on the podcast. We typically discuss the results of the WSL weekend, which is part 1 of this episode. So if you've missed that, check that out. And then we go on to predict the score lines for the upcoming weekend, which is this weekend.
Yeah.
And this is part 2. So we'll just recap quickly. We won't go through the previous weekend fixtures, but just recap quickly where we're at currently on the score line. So it's currently, I'm leading 37.
I got 27.
Yeah.
So I'm 10 points behind.
10 points behind. We didn't have that great of a previous weekend. No correct score line. So we've got it all to kind of try and get back in our groove, I think.
We have, but obviously there's been a couple of injuries over the international break as well.
Yeah, we should talk about that very briefly. So Arsenal seem to have been hit the worst.
It's always the case. We had like the other year when we had like 4 ACLs all at the same time. Yeah, Katie Reid.
Every goalkeeper you've got on the books.
Obviously, Zinsberger's got an ACL.
Yeah.
Van Domsela pulled out, but I think that was probably just a precautionary measure, knowing that she's the only keeper we've got left. Yeah,
I think a lot's we're gonna obviously waiting for Slegger's press conference and an update on the injuries because Katie Reid pulled out and Lotte Wubben-Moy pulled out of the England squad, so their doubts, or we don't know what the current situation is with them, whether they're available, which is really going to hit your defence.
Yeah, because some were sickness and so we don't know. But a good chunk of the Arsenal squad.
And Olivia Smith. A hip injury.
Yeah, hip injury in Canada.
So not looking good for you.
In Canada?
I'm not too sure, but for Canada. So also had to withdraw. So not great on the Arsenal front. And then obviously parent club for Michelle Adjumang. We still don't know the full situation on that. She also looked to have a very serious injury in that England game. So Arsenal and extended Arsenal players in Adjumang didn't fare well this international break, it feels like. But there's also injuries or unknown concerns for Grace Clinton, Jess Park. So we'll see with the updates from the managers, but there might just be a bit of thinking around these.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Hampton came back, but she was out with was it an elbow?
Elbow injury,
so that's maybe something to watch in terms of was it a twinge? Could it flare up again? I'm not sure.
Yeah, true. And Aggie Beaver-Jones had a heavy strapping and a big cut to her knee in that last
game. Serena Wiedmann just said she had a dead leg. That I'm so sorry. That did not look like a dead leg.
We'll see. So whether she starts for Chelsea or whether they'll rotate that, because Sam Kerr looked quite sharp. We'll see for their game. So we'll get into it. We'll head over to the next part of the podcast and start
predictions.
Yeah, start the predictions going.
Okay, no Friday games this week.
No.
All Saturday and Sunday. So the first game on Saturday is you guys, Chelsea versus London City Lionesses. I'll let you go first because it's Chelsea.
No, I'll let you go first. I think to balance it up. Maybe we make a rule: if you lost the previous round, you go first. Try and get the momentum and get your first score lines. I don't know. Maybe we'll try it new.
Okay. I mean, you're definitely going to beat them. Your squad hasn't really got very many injuries.
No, I think we're getting better. We're getting better.
Like you said, Sam Kerr was looking sharp when she played against England for Australia, so maybe she's getting back there.
I think this game's at Stamford Bridge, I think, off the top of my head, this one.
I'm going to go 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they're going to get a goal against you guys. Although your defence is not the steadiest at the minute, but I still think they're going to struggle. I think not very many of the London City Lionesses squad would have been... Oh no, I think there was a fair few, I suppose, that were
called up.
Played for their countries for international break. So I don't know whether that might have disrupted the momentum for them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean...
I just think, I think they're going to struggle. So I'm going to say 3-0.
Fair enough. I was going to go with that, so maybe I should have gone first. But yeah, I think we'll beat them. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. The thing with Chelsea is, we found, you think of these big scorelines and they let you down.
Yeah, then it's a 1-0 job. Yeah. But the last time I said 1-0 because I said, I'm not gonna put my faith in them.
Yeah.
They won like 4-1 or something.
So it's really difficult to say. But I think we should do it because London City Lionesses they're poor defensively, I feel like, and they don't seem to score and make advantage of their attack. So I'm going to go on that basis and go high for Chelsea for this weekend. And go 4-0. And I think there might be some rotation because of the international break. So maybe hopefully players are trying to impress Sonia Bonpastor and it's not too disjointed. But I'm going to go 4-0.
Okay, 2 big score lines for Chelsea. The second game is Man City West Ham.
Could potentially be another big one. I think you've got the winless team in West Ham who really need to try and get some points on the board.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is going to be the fixture for them. Manchester City are like the highest XG in the league.
Yeah.
Might have the most goals in the league. Maybe. I'm not too sure on that now. But yeah, they're just high flying and I don't think they're going to be able to compete with Manchester City. Not at home, on the road for West Ham. So I'm going to go 4-0 as well.
They are scoring a lot of goals. They're scoring more goals than you. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I say 4-0 and I say that cautiously only because they were poor against Liverpool, but they're at home in this one. They were poor in the first half against Liverpool, I should say. But they're at home in this one. So, I don't know.
In which case, I'm going to follow in suit and I'm going to go another 3-0.
3, fair enough. Both results the same.
Because I don't think West Ham are going to score. I don't think they're going to get any. Obviously, we never know what might happen. Fluky goals happen, penalties happen, things happen. Yeah. But I don't. Yeah, I think it's unlikely.
I think they're struggling. They're struggling. I feel bad for them because they don't. It's not like they're out of ideas. I don't think they're the worst in the league, but I don't think they're going to turn it on against this Manchester City team.
No. And then Sunday games. So that's everything for the Saturday.
Yes.
Then Sunday we've got 4 12 fixtures. Aston Villa, Everton's first one. Oh, it's me to go first.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Everton are one that I can't really gauge what's going on with them because obviously the game they played against Liverpool for the first game.
Yeah, made everyone think.
And then since then, they haven't really done very much.
No.
I think Aston Villa have moments where they're looking really dangerous and Ebony Salmon's making some great runs, but then she had those 2 moments where she was one-on-one with the keeper and just made nothing of it. So I think Aston Villa will win, but I think I don't know. Don't think it's going to be a big score line. I think it could have moments where it's, I don't know, like
quite equal.
Yeah, quite equal. Do I think they're both going to get a goal? Let's go 2-1 Aston Villa.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, that's what I was going to go with. So I agree with you. I don't think Aston Villa are high flying. They're struggling to be clinical. They have a lot of chances and don't make the most of them really. Everton, I don't know. Everton are not. They're struggling. They're going to be at the down the bottom. I feel like they're struggling to get themselves out of this rut. They're capable of it, so I do think they'll score against Villa.
Yeah, they've got it in their bag clearly.
Yeah, but I just don't think they are going to get the points here. And I'm hoping Villa have been working on their shooting practice or something, because their previous game, I'm not sure who it was against now. But yeah, they missed so many chances. Leicester, sorry, I think it was. They missed so many chances. So I'm going to go 3-1 Aston Villa.
Okay.
Brighton against Man United is the next one. Am I first on this one?
Yeah, you're first.
Oh, poor Brighton. Losing Adjumang is a big problem for just how they play with the target player up front.
Yeah.
So although it's not the end of the world, I don't think for them, like they've still got attacking options. I don't think the way that they play to target a player up front, and they can always get the ball up to Adjumang, hold up the play, they can build off that, the other players can run off her. They're not able to do that now, and they're playing a Manchester United team who are, I mean, we've talked about in previous episodes, I'm very impressed
very strong,
with. Yeah, and they're quite strong. I think Jess Park will probably play for Man United because it was just a concussion, which was from the last game for them, I think against Everton, I'm not sure. So I think she'll be back probably. Yeah. And then that high flying midfield of like Ziggy, Toon, Park, that will be back, and I don't see how Brighton are going to stop them. I don't think it'll be crazy though. I don't think it will be crazy. So I'm going to go 2-0 United.
Oh, that was going to be mine. Although Melvin Mallard did get taken off in the France game.
For injury?
She was looking a bit
rough.
Yeah. Okay. So I think, it might have just been a precautionary measure because obviously she's been smashing them in for Man United. Yeah. So we'll see if she gets a start. But I do agree. Do I think? I don't know, because they are more than capable of bagging big wins. Yeah, we've seen a good couple of them this season already.
Yeah,
and I'm going to go with, as much as I don't want it to be, I'm going to go with the fact that Adjumang's going to be out. Whether it's for a prolonged period, but I think she's definitely going to miss this game.
She's going to be there.
Let's go. I'm going to go another 3-0.
Oh, God. So it tells me you didn't want to do that.
No, because I was also going to go 2-0, but I don't think Brighton are going to score. I think Man United are just playing too well to be giving away possession for Brighton to score, and I don't think they're going to get it away from long balls. And if they haven't got Adjumang up front, that's not going to work for them anyway. So they're
going to have to play through United a
which
little bit.
I just don't think they're going to be able to break through that midfield. So,
and the defence, like they're very good, like we know, defensively, the record for them.
So I don't see them getting through that. But do I see that Man United are going to get
multiple goals?
I don't know, because again, they had a big chunk of their team that were away on international break, and even if people weren't injured, people might be tired. It's been a lot of games in the last week.
That's true.
So but you stole my 2-0, so I'm going to have to go 3-0.
Well, you might work in your favour. Who knows? Fair enough. We'll see how that goes. Moving on to the next game. It's Leicester City at home against the Gunners, your team. So I think you get to go first, actually.
I do, isn't that nice?
We always manage to go first. I didn't. I gave it up for this one, but we normally get to go first on our team. So you've got that.
I do have that.
You've got that this weekend.
I mean, we've got a lot of injuries, haven't we?
I think, like you said, some of them are precaution. I do think it was a bit strange that Daphne Van Domselaar got pulled out with an injury after your other two keepers.
And Lotte Wubben-Moy going back to Arsenal illness because she's ill.
Yeah, like I said, after Katie Reid had to pull out from actual injury. So I do wonder whether they were protecting their players a little bit. Not that I don't think that's allowed. I don't know if that's you could be that obvious. But
no, I don't think so.
I expect Sleggers to come out at press conference, I think either later tomorrow or some point tomorrow, to say that most of them are fit.
I can imagine Lotte Wubben-Moy, but it's this strange thing that if you're sick, because normally you'll just stay on camp, won't you?
Yeah, but maybe it was sickness that they were going to pass on, so they probably didn't want to
get out of here.
Yeah, you got the lurgy, so they didn't want that or something.
Yeah, because if we've got Katie Reid if we've got Katie Reid out and we've got Wubben-Moy out and Williamson's out. Where's our centre back? We don't have one.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. You're going to struggle a little bit. So,
like
I said, I fully expect Wubben-Moy to have recovered.
Yeah.
So,
and Russo's doing a cracking job.
I think the only player that you severely are going to miss is Olivia Smith.
Oh yeah, we did mention Olivia Smith.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. And I do think she's been one of your best attackers this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, the pace that she has, because I think you're quite slow. It's been your problem. Your build-up, your attacking play is slow this year. It's one of the problems that you have in breaking teams down and putting the ball in the back of the net because of how slow that build-up is. Olivia Smith, though, she brings so much pace and directness to her play that she's a shining light in that, where you see her play and you're like, okay, she's going to be the one to break through this. And she's done it several times with either screamers or just great wing play. I reckon
to not have her Kelly will come on for her, though, but she'll
but to not have her is a shame.
It's
going to be a shame.
She'll be a star. Do you know what? Obviously, I still think we're going to beat Leicester. I'm going to play safe. I'm going to go 2-0.
See, I think it's going to be even lower than that, because I think Leicester defensively know how to hold a team out. And I do think, unless you've come back from the international break and everyone's feeling happy.
Yeah, we've all rested our weary limbs.
Yeah, maybe. And
got over our lurgies.
Yeah, and maybe it's all good feeling in North London with the men's and everything. So maybe you'll go out and absolutely smash them, but I don't know. Leicester are so comfortable defending. They will happily sit back.
Yeah.
They'll give you the possession. They'll be adventurous when they can. And if you do the same thing that Arsenal seem to have done, which is get in the lead, let the other team back in it, maybe Leicester could punish you, or it'll be low scoring. So I'm going to go risky. I hate doing risky, but I'm going to go 1-0 to Arsenal. I'm just banking on it's still going to be a low scoring.
Yeah.
You're still struggling in that department, especially with, I don't think Caldente is playing great at the moment either. I think there's something. Look, the thing with an international break, which is really annoying, it has broken the momentum a little bit. So we'll say this based on
better.
Yeah, you'll say this based on what previous fixtures and how things went. But everyone might be in a different frame of mind now, well rested or not rested, like if they've travelled and seen their family, so a bit more happier, like a little bit more.
But that's also the same for people that didn't get called up for international break. Like obviously Millie Bright speaks about it often in terms of that she made that decision
to be rested
and spend time with her family and her friends when international break happened, rather than being called up for international break.
So I do think
you've got it both ways, haven't you, where it could go.
It's risky, but I do just think it's not going to be high score.
No, you locked it in now. You said what you said.
Yeah, let's go 1-0. 1-0 to the Arsenal, safe.
And Spurs and Liverpool. Last game.
Spurs, Liverpool. I feel so bad for Liverpool. They're just like, it's just not good. They're struggling. And they should have got points. In fact, not that they should have. They could have got points against Man City. Shockingly, and I think that would have just raised morale there massively. And then the way that they didn't win, but to lose that lead and then not get the equaliser last minute. I'm hoping this international break has helped erase that and this whole start of the WSL. But they're coming up against a team in Tottenham who are feeling good, playing well. Martin Ho's got them playing very well. They're compact. They made it very difficult for Chelsea in the previous weekend in the WSL. So I don't think they're gonna get there. I think West Ham and Liverpool are going to be winless again coming this weekend. I think Spurs will do it. Just how much, I don't know. Probably something like 2-0 and Tinker to score, probably, is what I'm saying.
Wow.
Maybe correct score if you're interested in that bet. 2-0 and Tinker to score.
I agree. I think Liverpool struggle. I feel really bad. I just want to say they're going to win, just to maybe push some positive energy. Yeah, I feel really sad for them.
Send some good karma their way.
Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit sad for them because
the club there's the issue, not the issue. There's the sadness that's around the club.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons, and then there's just the situation
general
they're in.
Sadness that they're struggling, and no one likes to see a struggling team.
No, they've lost Hobinger now to an ACL injury. I think a couple of players to ACL injuries. And what is going on with the ACL injuries? Actually, which is, something has to be done there. Like some heavy research needs to be done into.
Yeah, like how is Zinsberger doing her ACL in training? Like I know when you're in training, you're still going, like you're still
full power.
Yeah. But like something is not right.
There's so many injuries.
And like for Adjemang as well, like she just stretched her knee to try and get round. I can't remember the player that she was trying to get round.
We're guessing that's also a cruciate ligament injury.
Yeah, I mean it might not be, but obviously, like if it is,
yeah, I know.
It's not like it's any high impact things where like I don't know.
I do worry about it because I do think because I don't know what the statistics are, but players coming back from that injury as well, are you ever the same? And that's the concern.
Yeah,
like
Beth Mead definitely had. Well, they're saying that she's had a good start to the season. I think it's definitely got a little bit better for her, but. Yeah, she's one that was obviously out. Miedema, Williamson.
Yeah, I don't think Miedema's the player that. And I don't think Miedema's the player that she was prior to the injury. I'm not saying it actually does something physically to you, but maybe just a bit more mentally you are aware of it.
Yeah, and the time that you spend out. Yeah, you're only getting older.
Yeah. So
I do definitely.
Yeah, I feel like. There's something has to be done.
Maybe I'll quit my job and do the research. Yeah. If anyone wants to hire me.
Fund it.
Fund my research into women's ACL injuries in football.
I think there are ongoing studies, so they just need to. There's something needs to be found out quickly to help these players, because if it turns out to be something that could have been prevented, it's just going to be really sad. Like if that's footwear or if it's something, then it's sad that a lot of players have been affected by it.
Yeah, definitely.
And their careers affected too. So Liverpool have that to contend with.
They do, yeah.
Sorry, should have interrupted your tangent. So where you think that is, I agree with you. They're in a bad space.
I'm going to go 1-0 Tottenham.
Okay.
Because I agree they're in a good space. But I don't know, just not feeling it.
No.
No. So
okay.
I'm going to go 1-0. I never like to bet too heavily on Spurs.
God, put your allegiances aside already.
North London pride, it's ingrained.
Okay, fair enough. Join us for next week. Let us know what you think, if you agree with any of those scorelines or what you think the scorelines will be.
Yeah, and if you watch the international break and what you thought of it.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you next week.
We will. See you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.